Howdy y'all, this is OBB, the Diecast News Guy, bringing you guys with another NASCAR Diecast review from my good friends at Circle B Diecast. And you know what time it is. It's time to start off that promo with Circle B Diecast. Use the promo code OBBYT to get that free shipping on orders $20 and above, because who doesn't love saving money? Because these diecasts, while they are, have kind of, been up in value lately on, the overall retail price, it's probably cool to get some free shipping. But enough of that out of the way, guys. Today is on Michael McDowell's 2021 freight auctions. Oh boy, this is going to be a great car to get. Goodness gracious, Brian, you're not selling the Tiger. What are you doing in this review? Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. My goodness, man. Let me tell you what, if you guys like great looking diecasts, there I go again. How many times did I say great in this review, Brian? It's going to be really great. My lord, I sound like a goddamn meme now. But, if you guys love the matte finishes, I think this is going to be a great diecast to get. As I'm going to go ahead and unbox this bad boy, and let's take a closer look at this, the Michael McDowell Freight Auctions car. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast house box, and man, I cannot believe this car actually got produced. But more importantly, guys, you can also get this car not only in the Gold Series, also in the metal chassis version coming out very soon, but you can also get this in Wave 10 of NASCAR Authentics 2021, and that is pretty cool, man. I mean, I would never thought we would see a Michael McDowell, besides his Daytona 500 car, a Michael McDowell Freight Auctions car, because usually this car is kind of underrated and it gets canceled, but I mean, this right here is pretty surprising, man. I really am surprised, but for it to get released in the NASCAR Authentics Wave is even more surprising. But my lord, man, I mean, we've had some freight auctions cars released in the past, like with David Reagan's freight auctions car from 2017, if I'm not mistaken, or 2018. And then we, of course, had the Brett Moffitt freight auctions for our motorsports diecast that came out. And we also got another freight auctions throwback car coming out for Anthony Alfredo, which I will be, showcasing that once I get that in the next coming haul video. So if you guys are ready for some diecast hauls, then stay tuned, guys, because we're going to be getting some very soon with the latest big shipment that just got released from a few weeks ago. But back to the diecast, man. I mean, the matte finish, the matte black, the matte whites. Like I said, if you guys like Satan and matte finishes, this is definitely a diecast that's really going to stand out, and it looks really cool. You got I do love the color combination of, the freight logo right there. But Michael McDowell drove this car, I believe, like a few times in 2021, but more infamously, he did, ran very well after getting that Daytona 500 win, guys. We're like, all right, that's just going to be, a one and done Cinderella story for Michael McDowell. No, guys. Michael McDowell was able to get yet another impressive finish at the Daytona Road Course the following race. Started second in this car in the front row, so I thought that was pretty damn cool. And then came down with a flat tire, like in the beginning of the race. We're like, oh Christ, there goes McDowell. And then this sumbitch comes up, and Michael McDowell, I mean, I don't think nobody really talks about him enough, how good of a road course racer he is. He can really get some shit done, because he overcame a flat tire issue at the Daytona Road Course early on, like in the race, like towards like the beginning of stage 1 or so. And then this guy comes up and finishes 8th. That is pretty damn impressive. And to be even more impressed, guys, he followed up this car again with another top 10 at Homestead. So the first 3 races of 2021, and this guy already has 3 top 10s. We were like, wow, this was just a great story from Michael McDowell. And then eventually the inconsistency did caught up to him, and then, he became, I guess you could say, irrelevant, but my lord, man. I mean, well, what a year it was for Michael McDowell. I mean, making into the playoffs with the system that we have, that was, interesting to say the least. But I must say, this paint scheme, while it does look simple, it really works, man. It really works. I think it looks a lot better than, this paint scheme is pretty much similar to his 2022 car, which, of course, the logos are going to be, just jumbled forward. But I think this one really flows out a lot better than the 2022 car, to be honest with you guys, especially with the addition of these 2 logos right here to fill in the gap right there, because there's no contingencies. The carparts.com and Speedy Cash, really cool to finally get those. I think they did offer the Speedy Cash 164 for Anthony Alfredo and the Carparts 164 for Michael McDowell, but of course, it got canceled. But I like the addition of the side skirt, guys. It's not all black. There's like this little area where it's just white, and then you got these black and white line stripes for the freight auctions sponsorship. That's some nice little detail right there. I do like that a lot, but some other nice front row motorsports sponsorships we got right there. And we got hashtag Brave Like White. I think that's like a little, I guess I don't know. I guess it was like a little fundraiser they did for Wyatt or, someone in there. But not really to know much more about that. But if you guys can fill me in on that, or I'll probably we'll read about that after I get done with this review. Probably should have done it before the review, dipshit, but whatever though. I always like to be hard on myself on these diecast reviews, guys, because I do say some quirky stuff, but I guess that's what makes these reviews entertaining, I guess. But but yeah, just a really cool car, guys. I mean, I don't want to say you might want to go and auction this car off. Oh Lord, all right. So there's the other stupid pun out of the way. But I think later down the road, guys, I think this is going to be one of these diecasts that are going to be like, wow, they actually made this, and maybe it might go up in value because, he is a 500 champion now. So, I think his diecast, I mean, a lot of his older diecasts have already sold out. So I think we're going to look back at this card like many years to come and be like, wow, I think this is a diecast. I think that will have some value to it in the later run, especially if McDowell has, I mean, could you imagine Michael McDowell ends up winning the 500 again? I mean, that's kind of a long shot, but Front Row Motorsports, man, never question them out. They do have, pretty good cars when it comes to running at, those Roush engines, man. They really know how to get those super speedway wins, but I don't know, man. We will see what happens, but I will say, man, the Daytona 500 car is definitely the best McDowell car I could get for 2021, but this is definitely a close second, man. A close second. I mean, just so different and very refreshing, guys. I mean, I think, well, like the Freight Auctions car used to be like gray and black, but they went with white. The white looks so much better, man. And the matte white, oh my goodness, guys. I think the glossy finish would look good, but there's something about this matte white and the matte black that I just like. It just looks so cool, man. I mean, I just love when we have diecasts that have different finishes on them. And comment below if you guys are a big fan of matte finishes or you guys like glossy. I don't know. We should probably get like a little, I guess you could say a little war going on in the comments. Matte or glossy. Let's do it, y'all. But, as you can see right there, this is also a white-based car. Like I point out all my Lionel diecast reviews. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a race version, but look at this, guys. Look at this. I didn't even know I got a race version. Look at this. Look at this. We got like some specs and dirt, all this stuff. Yeah, I wish it was a race version, but sadly, that's just Lionel's quality control. We got a freaking dot right there. My lord, goodness gracious. Well, that's probably the main reason why I don't like, white-based cars. And is that a piece of hair? Oh, goodness gracious. Well, luckily I wiped that off, because if that thing was actually into the freaking decal, that would have been very, and I mean very, unsanitary, Lionel. Goodness gracious. But nothing to complain about that, I mean, typical quality control we got. But I will say, those air bubbles too, goodness gracious. The matte finish looks beautiful on this, and I will say, go out and get this thing today, man, because like I just said, like I'm keep rambling on this review, it's a diecast to get. Definitely a must get for sure. Especially if you get it for $5 in NASCAR Authentics. So what do you got to lose? But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review of Michael McDowell's 2021 Freight Auctions Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Comment, like, subscribe, and this has been OBB. Catch you guys next time on another great review.